Good afternoon. It's again Friday, and of course it's 5:30 in the p.m. And all the way over to the station, the only thing I could think about was what a beautiful day it's been. And I started singing, "It's a good day. We're moving along, and it's a good day. For singing a song, it's a good day. Everything is right, and nothing could be wrong, 'cause it's a good day. For shining your shoes, and it's a good day. For losing your... Well, that's enough of that. But it is indeed a wonderful, wonderful day. This is indeed a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And I am just ecstatic, so delighted to be here with you and to share a few thoughts and ideas and concepts. We really go back to Washington next week, Tuesday, after having been away for a month. And it's amazing that we've left the president there alone. Neither house has been in session. And so the president of the United States of America has been basically running the United States of America. So, Mr. President, we trust that everything is intact when we get back and nothing has been displaced so that we don't know about it. But while we've been gone, my goodness, I have been engaged with so many people. Let me tell you, last Saturday was just incredible. I went to Alderman Jason Irwin's back-to-school picnic and parade, and it was just outstanding. Then I went down and visited a little bit with Alderman Walter Burnett at his gigantic picnic and parade and school giveaways, and had myself another ball. I visited a few block club parties also and just got a chance to run by those and kick back and interact with people. And so it was a wonderful, wonderful whirl and a great day. I see we got a caller right away, so let me go ahead and entertain our caller. And I'll get back with some of our announcements.
Yes, sir. This is Ray.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Okay, you're looking spiffy again. I gotta commend you. Y'all looking spiffy. Listen, I want to say something serious. Dick Gregory, a great comedian, a great actor, a great humanitarian, died this week. And I was wondering, maybe you could suggest something like this.
Well, I had Dick Gregory's telephone number in my telephone book, which means that from time to time, I've had the opportunity to chat with Dick. And I actually spent one weekend with him down at Southern Illinois University, where he attended college, and the black alumni were having a weekend of activity. Okay. And they invited Dick Gregory and myself and a lady named Betty Jean Brown to spend the weekend and talk to them and make speeches and be engaged. And it was one of the most delightful weekends I can recall.
I wanted to say this. He was a comedian that didn't need filth or talking about women to be funny. That's why I respect him so much. I'm 69 years old, and I respect him so much, as almost as much as you. And the thing I was wondering, maybe here in Chicago, we could do something for him. Like maybe Bud Billiken Parade, and then the barbecue after, and Dick Gregory barbecue.
Well, I tell you what, I will join with you in finding a way. As a matter of fact, we have our State of the African American Male conference coming up next week, Friday and Saturday. And in the opening of that, I will pay tribute to Dick Gregory. How about that as a beginning?
Great, because my friends, Mexican, all people that I grew up with, loved Dick Gregory. And we were thinking maybe that would be beautiful to have that, something like I said, Bud Billiken Parade and Dick Gregory Barbecue.
And you know that there are times when people express certain kinds of feelings, and I heard somebody who never remembered when Dick Gregory had a lot of weight, when Dick was a big guy, and he teamed up with Miss Dr. Alvina Fulton, who was into natural foods and all of that 50 years ago. And Dick shed pounds and pounds and pounds. And it just goes to show you that when people really try to do something.
Yes, one of my favorite anecdotes was when that Rodney King had gotten beat up and the cops were free. He says, Rodney King says, "Can we all get along?" And Dick Gregory says, they cut him off. He says, "Can we all get along, island, a drink?" That's he made everybody feel good.
He was a satirist.
Easily.
Yeah, he was many things. And of course, being a comedian, he was that. But he was also, he used comedy to express lots of positions and opinions. And even ran for, I think, mayor of Chicago.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
He didn't need all that filth that the comedians have today. He didn't need that. He was a man of distinction, like you, and that's why, deep in my heart, I want to see something done in this city for Mr. Dick Gregory. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, and we'll go to our next caller. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, how you doing, Attorney Davis?
James, I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay, first of all, when you said people got their own opinion, right? Now, what happened in Louisiana and Texas, okay, a lot of them celebrities went down there, and some of the media went down there. But Attorney Davis, when this guy tried to help, Joe O.C. tried to help, and they smeared his reputation. And he tried to, and I guess the media was upset with him, Joe O.C., and they smeared his name and his reputation. When he tried to go to Texas and help, and everybody was trying to go down there and Texas, but they smeared Joe O.C.'s name, kind of like you said. People got their own opinion, and they can't disagree, the media.
Yep, and, we call that, the media, the 50th estate. And, this is the information age. And there's a great deal of media interpretation of things. And I just try to deal with as many of them as I can so that I don't get stuck on one.
Okay.
So even with the television, I shift from one station to another station.
And
don't watch one all the time.
Dan, you also right. I do keep up with the media. I keep up with that.
All right.
Okay,
thank you so much. And you have a good weekend holiday. And enjoy life. And I look to see you soon. Okay. Let's take this next call. Caller, are you there?
Yes, Congressman. First of all, it's a great day to be on God's green earth. And I like all your listeners, please have a safe weekend. Enjoy yourself, but you just got to be safe. You got to keep your eyes on people. It's just the way that life is right now. Congressman, I remember Dick Gregory from the old days when he used to be with Daddy O'Daly. He used to be on the radio. Daddy O'Daly had a softball league, if you remember back in the day.
Yeah, that goes way back.
Yes, down on 70th and King, 72nd and King Drive. He used to
Yes.
be at Robert's Show Lounge. He was a good guy. He was a man that didn't mind speaking to people. And I mean, he was a little ahead of time, but he was a hell of a nice man, a real nice man. But just like anything else, we all got to go one day. So long we have good memories, that's what counts. You said something when you first got on about a good day, but you said something very important that was so scary to hear, that Donald Duck was by himself. It's not a good thing to have that man by himself. There's no what telling what he would do or say. You have to have somebody with that man at all times. And do you remember I told you, people, you need to lay on somebody's couch, and is he really able to be our president? Now you hear it more often now. So it's an old saying, if you think a duck is coming down the street and everybody keep on telling you a dog, you got to listen sometimes. It means that man need to lay on somebody's couch, and he need to be seen as he fit to run this country. One other thing, do you remember during the primary, he had some doctor, he went to get physical, and they had some man showing he was a doctor, looked like a hippie or something,
Yep.
and talking about he was in top shape. But again, anybody could get somebody when you got that money. Listen, again, I want you and your family also to have a great weekend and a safe weekend. And thanks for taking the call. Let me get out there and hear your thoughts. That's what
Thank you so
counts.
very much, and we really appreciate your call. Well, we do have the State of the African American Male coming up next weekend, beginning at 5 o'clock. Well, actually at 3 o'clock on Friday of next week. And VON is going to be broadcasting from the University of Illinois. And that really becomes the beginning of it. But it actually starts at 5 o'clock in terms of a reception at the forum. That probably means that I won't be here next Friday because we have votes scheduled for 3 o'clock. And sometimes when we have 3 o'clock votes, we don't finish until maybe 4 o'clock. By then, it's too late to catch a plane that's going to get me back to Chicago at 5 o'clock. So I may not be here next Friday, but we will be at the conference. 5 o'clock, a reception. 7 o'clock, we will have the grand opening or the plenary session, the beginning. And we're going to have with us a Dr. William Bell, who is president of the Casey Family Services. And he will talk about the things that they are doing in order to help young people grow and develop into solid adults. Saturday morning, we're going to kick off at 8 o'clock in terms of people who would like to have a cup of coffee before they get started, or a donut or a roll. And then at 9 o'clock, we actually have our main Saturday morning session. And Tom Todd, Attorney Thomas Nathaniel Todd, is going to be our keynote speaker on that day. Then we have things for young people and old people all day long. If you want to bring a group of men to the conference, just give us a call at 773-533-7520 and tell us where you want a bus to be sent, how many people you have to ride the bus, and we will even provide transportation for you to and from the forum at Roosevelt Road and Halstead Street. So we look forward to everybody coming, enjoying themselves. And let's go to the phone. Caller, are you there?
Good afternoon, Dr. Davis, U.S. Representative 7th District. I'll make my comment real short and brief, and it's good that you're back in Chicago right now. If some people is unhappy about what is going on in terms of our executive branch of the government, we can do something about it with what you call the midterm elections. And that's going to be very, very important in terms of people that one may want a change. And that's all I'm going to say.
All right, and you're so accurate, you're so correct, because unless people are registered to vote and then exercise their right to vote, there's not much point in crying and weeping and wailing and prognosticating and all of that. If you want to do something about something, you get in there and pitch. The guy on the sideline has never scored a touchdown to my knowledge. I've never seen a Monday morning quarterback win a football game, and I've never seen somebody get a man out and they're not on the field. So you got to be involved. You got to be engaged. You got to demonstrate that you believe what you're saying and that you're willing to put yourself on the line to try and bring about change. The reason I want to bring about change, one of the reasons, is because more of our black boys drop out of school than any other population group. I was with a group of physicians the other night, Dr. Terry Mason and Dr. Wynn and Joe Harrington. A lot of them we were talking about, these were all medical people. And we were talking about the fact that black men die sooner than anybody else in the population. Or we were talking about the fact that African American males are disproportionately involved in the criminal justice system, and that overall, our country, the United States of America, is the most imprisoned nation in the world. For 5% of the world's population, 20% of the world's prison population, incarcerated population. That's disproportionate. And just because men are having so many problems, please don't get the impression that I'm saying that our sisters are not. The fastest growing part of the prison population in the United States of America are young African American women. And so we need to do something about all of us, except we decided in this particular instance to focus on men and boys, males. Doesn't mean that women are not welcome to come. Any woman who's interested, we ask you to please come and be a part of the dialogue. And we actually have some workshop activity related directly to women, and where they're asking the question, what does it mean to be a woman in a single parent situation who have boys to raise? What does she do? Where does she go for help? How does she find mentors to help with the boys? Or how does she find strong men who could become role models for her sons? And so it's not just about men. It's about men, it's about women, it's about boys, it's about girls. Obviously, we will have professors there. Obviously, we will have physicians there. Social workers will be there. People who work with other people will be there. And so we will have some of everybody that you can think of will be present. And you ought to be there too. We'll be disappointed, for example, if you are not there. But get ready for an exciting weekend, but really get ready for an exciting year. Because as we go back to work in Congress, we know that we're going to have a lot of issues to deal with. Will we raise the debt limit so we can have enough money to operate the government? Will we slow down some of the cuts that are being proposed? Because some people don't want to pay taxes. And I'm not fond of paying taxes, but I do believe something that Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes supposedly said one time, and that is taxation is the price that we pay for a civilized society. So I'm not one of those who oppose paying taxes. I just want it to be fair. I want those who have the most to give, that their taxation is a little different than those who have the least. I want those who make the most to pay the most. And so fairness is the name of the game for me when it comes to taxation. Our time is running down almost to nothing. So let me just leave this with you as we approach the Labor Day. Tell you as my mother used to tell us, if a task is once begun, never leave till it's done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. And she pushed that into us all the time. I've been celebrating my mother's birthday the whole month of August. She was born August the 16th, so I just celebrate the whole month. Because she also told us if you can't be a pine at the top of the hill, be a shrub in the valley, but be the best little scrub by the side of the rill. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the moon, be a star. It's not by size that you win or fail, but be the best, the very best of whatever you are. Be good to yourself. Have a wonderful Labor Day holiday weekend. Enjoy life and help somebody else do the same thing. And you will find that happiness will just be all around you. Thank you so much. And we'll see you not next week, but week after. Blessings.